Welcome to Impact Headlines. US credit rating downgraded. India export outlook uncertain in 2025. Eurozone growth forecast cut. The US long-term credit rating has been downgraded to AA1 from AAA by all three major rating agencies. This rating is expected to cause further turmoil in the US bond markets, where the 10-year yield is already at the highest rate since 2008. The rating agencies have cited ballooning national debt, which currently stands at just over $36 trillion. According to the rating agencies, the US budget deficit is also expected to rise by another $4 trillion over the next 10 years from the current $2 trillion. Impact on Sri Lanka. The US is Sri Lanka's largest export market, with exports rising by 5.5% to $2.9 billion in 2024, with apparel accounting for over 70% of these exports. A healthy US economy is therefore important for Sri Lanka's economy. Earlier this month, Sri Lanka was invited for the next round of discussions regarding a trade deal aimed at reducing tariffs. A tariff waiver is expected since Sri Lanka is under the IMF program. The European Union has lowered Eurozone's growth forecast to 0.9% for 2025 from 1.3% previously. The downgrade reflects the impact of increasing US trade protectionism, including various tariff measures and potential reciprocal tariffs. Meanwhile, the EU expects inflation to be maintained at 2.3%, slightly higher than the Union's 2% target. As one of the world's most open economies, the Eurozone is particularly vulnerable to trade restrictions, and heightened protectionist policies from the US are expected to negatively affect its growth. Impact on Sri Lanka. The Eurozone is a key market for both Sri Lankan exports and tourism. In the first 3 months of 2025, exports to the European Union reached $775 million, up 9.5% from a year earlier. Increasing geopolitical tensions between the Eurozone and the US may dampen Sri Lanka's export earnings and European tourist inflows. According to the Union Bank of India, India's trade deficit is expected to widen to 1.2% of GDP this fiscal year from 0.9% a year earlier. This level of uncertainty is mainly due to the looming threat of the US reciprocal tariffs. Although India is working on a trade agreement with the US, already existing blanket tariffs are expected to cause short-term pain. In addition to this, just last month, Moody's downgraded India's growth forecast to 6.3% in 2025 from 6.5% previously. Impact on Sri Lanka. India is a significant FDI partner for Sri Lanka. Earlier this month, Sri Lanka signed a deal with India and the UAE to jointly develop Trincomalee into an energy hub. India is also Sri Lanka's largest tourism source market, contributing over 157,000 tourist arrivals so far this year. And that's the wrap for this week. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay updated on the latest developments in Sri Lanka.